Hey, what's up, my little TisaTells? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Kim Zolciak and Kroy-Biermann, baby, you already heard. They're saying they hate each other. But guess what? We got the official court documents. And you know what? Kim and Kroy need to be held accountable. But also, and I will say this once, and I will say this twice for Kroy. Kroy, you knew where all that money was going. And I know people keep trying to play Kim's gambling, but even in his divorce petition, Brooke said she lost hundreds and thousands of dollars, not millions. Because, baby, where did all the money go? And when it comes to spending, Kroy was right next to her, spending. Right now, they're currently arguing over who gets the house, to which I say, who cares? Because you guys are just going to get evicted again. Like y'all arguing over the house, but the house is going to be gone next week. You guys, let's get into this, because the actual divorce docs really do shed light on what's really going on and how much is cap. Okay. All right. So first of all, right. Kim says that he retired from the Atlanta Falcons in 2016. That means that 7 years ago. Okay. Kroy should have had about somewhere between 4 and 6 million to his name after he paid taxes and after he paid his manager, his agent, his physical therapist. Like, you know, it costs money to make money. He should have had anywhere between 4 and 6 million. 4 to 6 million with 6 kids living in a mansion in an affluent suburb. Y'all, that money was probably gone by year 4. I'm not joking. All right. So now that we've established that, we know that Kroy and Kim the whole family was living off of the tardy for the party check. Let's get into it, right? They said, listen, so Kroy wants to have her kicked out of the house. She said that financial necessity dictates that the parties and the minor children continue to live together in the 16,000 square foot home. Thus far, the divorce is far from amicable and continues to deteriorate. Now, I do want to say one thing about the divorce. Brielle and Ariana just wish Kroy a happy Father's Day. They're still cool with Kroy. A lot of people say that points to the fact that maybe Kroy is telling the truth about the way Kim is a toxic one in the relationship. Maybe, but Kroy has been a father to those girls. And to be honest, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. At the end of the day, they love him. And when your parents are fighting, I mean, unless somebody did something so outlandish, like lay hands or like, are you really going to not wish them a happy Father's Day? Anyway, they said, Kroy says in his paperwork, while Kroy attempts to shield the children from the negative fallout of their parents' divorce, Kim continues to direct in a derogatory tone, abusive, profane, and threat-laden language at Kroy with little concern if the children are present. Remember I said always worry about the person you married? That's who you married. Kim was always like that. But when she was calling Nene a roach and doing all this and this and that, you were sitting there applauding her. Now she's turned that potty mouth on you and you got a problem with it. Kim was always a hot mess. They said she has appeared in videos and other social media platforms discussing the party's divorce. She recently posted and hinted that she would be returning to RHOA, a reality television show, blah, 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 blah. Both Kim and Kroy appeared on previous episodes on the series. Kim's 2 daughters from the previous relationship appear quite frequently on the show. Based on previous experience, Kroy is concerned that Kim will use the television show to garner attention by discussing the divorce and exposing the children to behavior that would be great for TV ratings, but not for the mental health and well-being of children. Maybe. But honestly, we saw Kim driving with a red sippy cup in her hand on Tardy for the Party. We saw her using her potty mouth. We saw her encouraging her daughters to get cosmetic procedures. We saw her behave inappropriately. We saw her lose money. To me, because Kroy knew what he was signing up for. Stop treating Kroy like he's some innocent little puppy. Yes, Kim is a mess, but Kroy, stop it, right? Stop. You were right there with her. Why are you mad now that the person you married is actually the person you married? Also, you guys are both in debt. Kim is only a reality TV star. I don't know what Kroy's talents are, because all he said was he was a manager. Kim is only a reality TV star. If you stop her from being able to appear on reality TV, then you literally effectively cut off any attempt for her to actually make any real tangible, huge amounts of money. And when you cut that off, how do you expect to get child support? Who's supporting these kids? Do you expect Kim to be under a bridge? Like, if that was me, I'd be like, you better get out there and work. Just ask for a gag order so you can't say anything bad about me, but you better get out there and work. Anyway, right? They said recently, Kim accused Kroy of being a drug addict, smoking Mary Jane to such an extent that he is unable to care for the children. Respondent provided no proof to support her claims. Okay, these allegations provide no other purpose than to harass and defame Kroy and put children at risk of not being permitted to see their father. But again, Kroy said that it's true that he does Mary Jane and all this stuff, but not to the point that he can't care for his children. We'll see. Let's let a test go. That's why he's arguing, because he's like, if he takes a test, he's going to come out positive. Okay, Kroy. Then this is the most interesting thing that lets me know that Kim's gambling was all storyline. Remember when the police came to Kim's house and then Kroy tried to stop her from using a bank card, and Kim was like, but this is all my money. And the police were like, oh, good point. Okay, listen to this. One of the petitioner's motions, Kroy's motions, he provided documentation to support the allegation that Kim has won and lost hundreds of thousands of dollars through online gambling. At times, she's been so confused with hitting the spin button on the virtual slot machine that she fails to pay adequate attention to the children, except when she permits them to gamble on her account. So she's won and lost. Honestly, how much money did Kim really lose? No, don't get me wrong. A couple $100,000 is a lot of money. But when you look at how much Kim was being paid for tardy for the party, how much she got paid on Cameo, and if that was her money, yes, it's a lot of money to gamble away. But the fact that they are trying to act like they are millions of dollars in debt because of Kim's gambling, even by Kroy's own divorce petition, that's not true. She's won and lost hundreds of thousands of dollars. So what is the net on that? I think that Kim is a pathological liar. She used to love gambling, that her, like bragging that her and Kroy had so much money and she was gambling. Oh my God, I lost 40,000. I lost 250K. I always thought those were lies, guys. I really did. And I still do. I think that when Kim goes, she has a budget. It's a lot, but I don't think that she's lost anywhere near $250,000 in her gambling. Again, it's a problem now that they're broke. But as long as the tardy for the party train was coming in, you know. Moving on. They said since filing for the divorce, Kim has spent little time at home, leaving for hours at a time. And when she is home, she spends most of her time on her phone, leaving Kroy to solely care for the minor children. The parties had a live-in nanny who performed the child housekeeping duties and watched and played with the youngest 3 children. Kroy was very involved in the children's lives, taking them to and from school, helping with homework, ensuring that they go to and from their activities and other appointments. However, since filing for divorce and having to fire the nannies, chefs, and housekeepers, Kroy has been picking up all the slack, cleaning up the home, picking up the children, and preparing their meals. Respondent had prepared some meals for the children. I'm sorry, they said Kim had prepared meals for the children: chicken fingers, frozen pizza, macaroni and cheese, and other kids' favorites. Okay, again, and I know a lot of people hate Kim, but I'm just trying to see through Kroy's BS. What exactly is the problem, Kroy? Kim was raised on trailer park food. She was raised on that mess. That's why she was always on Nene and everybody else about being low class, because Kim comes from the gutter. Anyway, they said, Kim frequently takes videos for herself while she's driving, even when the children are in the car with her. She's concerned for the children's safety. Petitioner shows the court that it is in the best interest and welfare of their minor children to appoint a guardian and lithium to represent the children's interests in the pending matter before the honorable court. You guys, again, this is a lot, right? It's a rare motion with a lot of facts. If appointed, Kimberly will be facing a separate attorney for her kids. You guys, listen, let me know what you think in the comments. This is a mess, but Kroy must be crazy if he thinks Bravo isn't going to catch this. And Kim is desperate. She ain't asking for season 9 checks. She wants season 15, and I'm desperate for a checks. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comments. This is a mess, but I find it interesting that Kroy and Kim are both exposing themselves as pathological liars. I said it once, and I said it again. Kroy and Kim were made for each other. They are the female and male version of each other. They were lockstep. And now that it didn't turn out well, this little fake life they were living didn't turn out, they're turning for each other. They're both a mess. Anyway, pray for those kids. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.